Be seated, brother and sister. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent and Merciful, to whom all praise is due, and I forever thank Allah for our leader and teacher, Messenger Elijah Muhammad. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him.
Yes, sir.
I thank Allah for your presence today, seeing you are here, my brothers and my sisters, ones that I love
Yes, sir.
above all people of the earth.
Yes, sir.
There is not any other people greater than the so-called American Negro.
That's right.
Never has you seen people like you.
That's right.
They
right.
have the color of you, truthfully, but they are not the people like you,
That's right.
because you are the one today that the world is waiting to see to rise up and to take over the rulership of the earth.
That's right. Listen.
It is you to do it, the black man in America. And if he doesn't do so, you will be destroyed along with the devils, white
Right.
people.
Listen.
So be sure today that you understand and know that it's your time to stand up for yourself, your people, your nation, your God.
That's right. Yes, sir.
I am not here just to teach you religion. No. Our people have been taught religion ever since they was free here in America. Now, since that religion didn't do us any good,
Right.
That's right.
That's
we
right.
take the choice of which Allah have given to us, our own religion, which is Islam,
Yes, sir.
and we must reclaim it and reclaim our own black nation,
That's right.
go back to it, because we came from it. We was born Muslims, all of us.
Yes, sir.
I am Muslim, you is Muslim, I don't care if the whole city say they are not, that doesn't make any difference.
That's right.
All black people is Muslim.
That's right. Yes, sir.
We cannot be a Christian because we are not white.
That's right. Teach, preacher.
All white people is the same, whether he be an Italian, a Polak, Jew, or hunky, or whatnot.
Yes, sir.
They are the same.
Teach it.
None of those people like you.
Right.
None of those people love you.
That's right.
So the best thing that we should do today is to do as the prophets have said years and years ago, separate.
That's right. Yes, sir.
There is not a people in the world greater than black people, I say. All other different colors except white are the Caucasian people. Comes under the color of black.
That's right, sir.
So if there's a red man, a green man, you might say, I say green, but we don't see any yet.
That's right.
But we can make one if we want to.
Yes, sir. Great. Teach, preacher. Yes, sir.
We can make whatsoever color of people that we wants to make,
That's right.
because we have the two colors or the two germs within us that produces it. Thank you for listening. Brothers and sisters, I'm happy to see the visitors that is with us. How many are visiting us today? Let me see your hand, please. Thank you. The whole nation, 4,400,000,000 people are proud that you're here today.
Yes, sir.
I remember one time Master Farad Muhammad was in the temple and he was talking to his brother, but where he come from, in Asia. He was talking to his brother, and his brother asked him, how many of the people do you have there in the lost world? And he told him about 1,000 is here now. That's what he said. He said about 1,000 is here now. Now, he kept worrying him so. He says about was any accepting their own? Was any people in the lost world accepting Islam and what you are teaching them about it? So he answered him and told him yes. And he says that his brother and others then kept worrying him, so he stopped talking for a while, and he says to the sister that was acting as secretary there to bring him a lemon. She gave him the lemon and he started sucking on the lemon with the juice to gas himself so that he wouldn't hear them. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Of course, you may not know what I'm really is saying. I'll tell you, I'll break it down to you. The black man having 7.5 ounces of brain that has not been tampered with is able to use his brain just like you was able to go home and turn your radio on.
That's right.
Any station he wants, any part of the earth he wants, all he has to do is to get quiet to himself, and he will see you.
That's right.
He could talk to you, but you would never hear him because your record is not clear.
That's right.
Your record is broken and all tore up, all scratched up, so you couldn't hear him because you've been living in the Western Hemisphere so long, doing the wrong things, and got all messed up.
That's
now
right.
our brains, we can't communicate together with a brother or sister that is across water or even sitting right next to me. Now do you kindly rather get the picture I'm bringing to you.
Yes, sir.
He can sit down stand or wherever he's at, and when his telephone rings in his head, he can talk to that person and knows who he is, and his eyes will see him. So that's like the radio and the television. When we sit down at home looking at television, we see the people, right?
That's right.
What if your brains was like that?
Yes, sir.
You say, well, I can't do it. That's true, because they've been all messed up. But now listen now. Where did that radio or television come from? It came out of a man's brains, right?
Right. Teach Supreme.
So if the man is able to make this mechanical work, and so that you can hear across the water, why can't you hear without this TV and radio?
Right. Right. Teach.
Now you're getting the
Yes,
point
sir.
now, right? Because you is the maker of this, what you are sitting down, listen at, you know what was and everything put together in the making of it. So Master Farad taught us that they didn't need radios and televisions. Well, we didn't have televisions while he was here. We didn't hardly have a radio.
That's right.
I saw one in school, and it looked kind of funny there. And the voice of this President Coolidge. Long time, huh? Long time ago. President Coolidge was on the air. I was sitting in the schoolroom, and my teacher had this radio there, and we heard President Coolidge speak on the air. First time I had ever seen such makeup or heard such thing in my life. I was a little boy going to school. Now that can be did with you. You might say, well, how can I do that? How can I do that? Listen at my brother down south or in Europe or in West Asia, East Asia, or anywhere I'm at, across that big body of water which could consume the noise. How can I do it? Live right.
Yes, sir.
That's the answer.
Right.
Live right. Be yourself.
Yes, sir.
Stop eating everything that you see on the streets and in the restaurants and in the grocery stores. Stop eating it. Especially scavengers meat, pig, hog,
Right.
wild animals, and eating a whole lot of all kind of meat. No meat is good for you to eat. No kind is good for you to eat, regardless to how good a chicken is baked, barbecued. It's no good. Hog meat is no good for you to eat. It sounds the brain.
That's right.
You might say, well, I've been eating it this long and haven't did anything. Yes, it have too.
That's right.
It keeps clogging up like water when it's freezing. It keeps freezing the brains, keep freezing it. After a while, you knows nothing.
That's right.
You're forgetful, and we wear eyeglasses. It makes you nearers of sights. A lot of people have to wear these things, eyeglasses, not because of the sore or something in the eye. It is because that he has ate too much poisoned swine and drinking too much whiskey, beer, or wine. Alcohol will tell you when you're drinking it that you should not have it by the eyes. Because here you go, you can't walk straight, right?
That's right.
Alcohol is in your brains, in your body, and here you go, you walk from one side to the other. You can't walk straight. Why? We say he's drunk. That's right. If he's drunk, then he can't see right.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's all messed up. Thank you. I see you're young men, and I desire you being here. I'm glad you're here
Right.
to learn and to know yourself.
That's right.
It is a great honor to have the young people in our midst.
Yes, sir.
I love you. Master Farad Muhammad spoke good of the young people. He said to the Captain Kalat Muhammad in Gary, Nana, the last time that I talked with Master Farad, he said to Captain Kalat, he says, Kalat, take care of the junior fruit. Junior fruit, the little people, little folks. Some of you sitting there might be in the age to be in the junior fruit, and you might be in the age to get into senior fruit.
That's right.
So he says, take care the young fruit, the small ones, because those are the ones that you will have to depend upon.
Yes, sir.
And that's right. Now, when was that he said that? 1934. Now, those at that time was like this are grandfathers today. Many of them you have seen and talked with, been in the Nation of Islam long time, from little small children. I desire to keep up my brother's work that he taught to me and to you. I desire to have all of the young people that I can get if they will only sit and listen and learn about themselves.
Yes, sir.
I might get to this today and I might not. I'm glad to see the young men and the young sisters,
Yes, sir.
because I want you to thoroughly understand today that white people is not for you.
That's right.
I want you to tell others, bring others here so they can learn like you. I don't say that I know everything, but I know enough to wake you up if you listen.
That's right. Yes, sir.
When you want question asked, and your friend wants to come and ask the question, and they are new, tell them to write it on a piece of paper and give it to the man or woman that's sitting at the table up there in the lobby. And that man, John Muhammad, will answer that question. I say this in this manner too. People today does not know what question to ask. They don't know. They ask you questions of something that will not do you any good whatsoever. Ask questions that will do you good. Because our lesson teaches us, ask questions and learn all about yourself.
That's right.
Don't tell your teacher that for 400 years you didn't have anyone to teach you. She knows that.
Right?
She knows that. And trying to forget it. And will teach you anything you now desire. That's our lessons. So the main thing in our teaching today is to understand that God did visit us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, and he left with us a messenger to bring to us a message from the greatest Mahdi, which is God, that has ever been.
That's right.
No other messenger can equal Elijah Muhammad.
That's right. Right.
We today have been taught of self, and we have blessings that we can't get out of. What I mean about getting out of, we can't learn all of it. Many of our, what I'm saying about the young people, many of our young people, if they just knowed what John is talking about, they would be so happy. They would be so happy until they would be here when the door, waiting for the door open.
That's right.
We want to get together. We want to unite ourselves together like this man is talking.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Young people. We don't want to throw our life away over here or out there someplace when we have a goal to meet that will carry us into the heavens for our own selves.
That's right. Yes, sir.
We are not looking for heaven after we are dead.
That's right.
That's right.
We've been taught that ever since the day grandma and grandpa could pray. We've been taught that someday we're going to go to heaven if we be a good Christian.
That's it.
Young people today, many of them do not believe that.
That's right. That's right.
Although it was taught to them also to go to church today, son or daughter, go to church and serve Jesus Christ, and God is going to take you to heaven after you are dead. That is the worst thing a parents can teach a young girl or young boy.
That's right.
That's the worst thing they could teach. I would rather eat a boatload of pigs.
That's right.
I'm telling you, it's facts. Because they won't poison my brains as fast as that Christianity teaching will do it.
That's right. Good.
We don't know we is a nation of people. Plenty of young people today, they don't know that there is a nation of people separated from all other nations in the world.
That's right.
No other nation today can do what you do, young man.
That's right.
No, none of them. And they bear witness to that. just because you don't hear them say it, we hear them say it. Let me tell you something. White people know that I'm standing up here right now saying that they are devils.
That's right. That's right. Yes, sir.
They know that.
That's right, bro.
They don't give me a penny, and I'm not to be sold. They can't bribe me, and they know it, and they don't bother with me.
That's right, bro. That's right, bro.
Nobody can buy me.
That's right.
I don't care whether he's black or any color. I don't care if he got more money than the richest man on top side of this earth. Well, go to any other planets. I don't care if he's richer than those. I don't know nothing about those. Don't bribe John to say you don't teach that to the young people. You don't bribe me. I tell them straight. These are my young black brothers and sisters, and my life and my death is all for them. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you. Better yet, I made 2 trips to jail for you. And I don't want to make the 3rd one. I don't think I'm going to make the 3rd trip.
That's right. That's right, bro.
No. You don't have to go to jail like I went. I never was put in jail before in my young days. Not until I went to jail for Islam. Time I claimed Islam to be in the nation of Islam, the dogs put me in jail. They asked me about this flag down in the jailhouse. And at the time they asked me, I was teaching it every Wednesday night, the same thing that we're going to do in the next week or so right here, every Wednesday night. Yes, sir. Until you learn it. That's right. We men will come out. If the sisters want to, it's up to them. Since our people is so terrible on the outside, up and down the street. You see it and you hear it. I say to you, my dear beloved brothers, don't take part in the doings of the weakness of our black brothers and sisters. Don't take that part. Leave it alone. Walk away from it, because we're going to kill America. That's right. I say we because God said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. He said so. He says, you don't have to fight. Let me get this to you easily and quick, and then we will go a little farther. You and me don't have to fight these people. Prophecy says that I will give people for you.
That's right.
People today is fighting, right? But you don't know why. Your black brothers in the Korea and all in Japan and all around and other places, every so often it jumps up, right?
That's right.
Little small nation of peoples. They jump up at this big cross, a big white bird over here.
Right.
Little bitty small crow. He'll walk up to him, peck him. After a while, another one will peck him.
That's right.
Pretty soon, he gonna peck out all of his feathers, right?
That's right.
Now you sitting on the inside of the crow, or this white bird. You understand me?
Yes, sir. Teach, Freeman.
You on the inside of him. When he get through pecking him, he'll be so thin, so weak, that all you got to do on the inside and walk on out.
That's right.
Well, he got everything, yeah, but you got 11 brothers to his one. There is not but one white man on the earth in consideration, but there's 11 of your black brothers on the earth ready right now to take this white Caucasian's long hair, blue-eyed, ugly, no good devil into hell.
Talk about it.
At the word. I was answering your word, and you said we're going to get him. Going to get him. I said, at the word.
Yes, sir.
Master Farad Muhammad, God in person, said that all that my black brothers don't do, I will do it. All that the 11 brothers, I say, all that 11 brothers can't do to white people by destroying them off of our planet Earth. This is our Earth. This is not his Earth. This belongs to us.
Right.
All that they don't do, he said he will do it. And he has the power to cut shortages in the atmospheres.
Right.
He has enough power to not cut a shortage in the air, but say the word be, as the book says. And there it is. That's all she wrote. No, it won't be no more. But the people wants to destroy this devil so bad until in 1928 we finished building Mother's Plain. 1928, Mother's Plain was completed. A man-made planet, and it's right up over our heads right now.
That's right.
Right
That's right.
now. That's right. A lot of people don't believe it now. They did when we began before. Some said that it's not there, whatnot, but well, if it's not there, I still sees what he says was it.
Yes, sir.
And it have on it 1,500 surf planes, small planes, warplanes. 1,500. Each one of them carries 3 bombs, which makes 4,500 bombs on that plane right now. Pilots are trained in such a way that you can blindfold them and they will take each bomb to the place it is to go and drop it there and will not drop one in water.
That's right.
Won't waste a one. All of them will be dropped on land, on this country right here. They know it. Now, the devil said that he would rather attack Mother's Plain with a toothpick than attack Elijah Muhammad.
Go ahead, teach me.
Our young people need to know these things, to know that you got somebody on your side
That's
today.
right. Yes, sir.
Our young people need to know it.
Yes, sir.
If they can't tell it or don't believe it themselves, leave it alone. Tell them, say, well, I'll go to old man John. He'll tell me.
That's right.
I certainly will. Not only that, I'll tell from Mr. Bush down to Mr. Root
That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir.
that Mother's Plain is there, and the reason she's there is to take you and all of your people clear off the planet Earth.
That's right. Yes, sir.
I'll tell him so,
That's right.
and he will not deny it. He knows it is there.
That's right.
Your ex-president, James Carter, Jimmy Carter, he knows it's there.
That's right.
He's seen also Mother's Plain, and he saw the planes out from it, which they call flying saucers. That's right. Objects flying what?
Unidentified.
Unidentified flying objects, right? He saw it.
That's right.
I have it.
That's right.
I don't have to stand here and say, well, he this or that. I have it
That's right.
in his words.
That's right. That's right.
All but you don't know it. You don't know that. You would be surprised today to know what Mr. Bush have seen.
Go ahead. Teach, Freeman.
He'll tell you probably when he gets off on the seat.
Yes,
He'll
sir.
just tell you quick. He says, I was scared as hell while I was sitting there.
Go ahead. Teach it, Freeman.
Wake up, young man, young
Right.
woman, young girls. Wake up,
That's
young
right.
boys.
Yes, sir.
Stuff is here, and it's got butter on it.
Go ahead.
I'm telling you facts. I'm
right.
not lying, not one bit. The stuff is here.
Go ahead. Teach, Freeman.
Teach your brother.
Go ahead.
You might say, well, what are you talking this for to us? I have not only talked it here, I talked it in prison in Virginia. I taught it what I'm saying, I taught it downtown at 1300 Beaubien Street in the jailhouse. I taught it. Just what I'm saying here
Yes, sir.
to people in there. I was in there and I taught them. I wouldn't go to jail and try to keep back what I had. No. The warden in Virginia, he told me, he says, I like what you said. Because I was telling our brothers, I said, this is not the place for you. You shouldn't be here. When the times come, the people won't have time to come to the jailhouse to get you.
That's right.
That's why today that Muslims is asking the devils to let the prisoners go free that knows that the war is coming. That is why today that the people want some leadership that is strong enough to tell the truth to the people. You don't want a leader before you that is a yes man to white folks.
That's
You
right.
don't want that. You want a man to be before you that have plenty guts, as you call it,
That's right.
and don't mind telling white people of this government what's going to happen to them, and that we are not going to help you do so.
That's right.
We're not going to help you to fight my black brother like we've been doing in the past and had no sense. No.
That's right.
No. Every time black country start to fight in this country, here he calls you for you to go. And then when they get there and you be there, they tell you, say, what you come for? We ain't fighting you. Then you got a gun on your shoulders or 45 on your hip one, ready to kill him. Or I'm American. And the same American devil that's there where you at is telling them that you's a bobtail bear.
That's right. That's right.
That is. But our people here, his radio
Yes, sir.
is no good. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
The radio is no good. You and me today, standing between two big galleon guns.
That's right.
We got to get away from it. Only way that we is to get away from it is to unite ourselves together under one banner, which is Islam.
That's right.
That's the
Yes, sir.
oldest move you can make.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what any other organizations might say. I don't care what all of the Christians of the world might say. It means nothing if we do not unite together and be black brothers and sisters like we should be.
That's right.
Not, we don't need a gun.
That's right.
Just lock arms together and walk down the street. Give me 300 men here. I don't want no whole big army. You won't have to do nothing but do what I say do. You don't need a gun.
That's right.
You don't need a knife or sword. You got it. God will be it.
That's right.
And put on our uniforms
Yes, sir.
and just walk down the street of peace.
Yes, sir.
Every black man and white woman and black woman would be out on the streets looking at 300 men in Muhammad's uniforms.
Yes, sir.
And they'll be scared. White folks will be so damn scared that they'll want to run and jump in the river.
That's right.
Excuse that, sister.
That's right.
Excuse those words, please. I'm just telling the truth. We in the 30s did not have a uniform. We didn't hardly have clothes to put on anyway. We was almost complete naked of clothes. And we was on 34-8 Hastings Street, and the teacher there, Master Farad and Messenger Elijah Muhammad, or just whosoever was on the rostrum teaching Islam, you could hear it across the street. And the police themselves got afraid and wouldn't walk around in front of our temple where you saw the FOI standing there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Back and forth. FOI.
Yes, sir.
He didn't have no gun.
Yes, sir. Listen.
Police come there. Get out of the way of them. What would you do today with a uniform on and you had a gun on your side? And you was just standing, but you ain't got on his uniform now. Remember, you got on Elijah Muhammad's uniform.
Yes, sir.
And you just standing there. Every child in the city or in the neighborhood would go tell another one, say, look, come here, let me show you something.
Yes, sir.
Look at him standing there. They'd be standing there just looking at you.
That's right.
Little children.
I see him do it.
Now, if the little children are looking at you like that, now a man knowing now that you're about to rule this country, what do you think he'll be doing?
That's right.
When he come up to you, he gonna fall on his knees and say, I give.
That's right.
That's
I
right.
give, Uncle. I ain't lying. White folks are scared of you.
That's right.
You know that. If you don't believe it, go out there and start something. Every white devil in the country will be there.
That's
They're
right.
scared of you.
Right.
Look how they did when they put our peoples on this thing here on the tree. Every white devil was there that was in the neighborhood. He come to that lynch.
That's right.
Every one of them. And those that of our black peoples was scared to move. And they outnumbered those people that was hanging your black brother. But by them being so scared, they sitting back crying, they're lynching my brother, they're lynching my son. That's the way that our parents did when this was going on. They could have whipped every last one of them,
That's right.
but they were scared. Why? Because when he was a baby, white folks took a piece of white pork when the baby was crying and put sugar on it and wrapped it up in a piece of white cloth and give it to the baby for a sugar tit.
That's right.
And in there, it was trichina worms and poison.
Right.
Because in the hog, he's got in the front feet there a hole in a hog. And where he walks at, he wets it all up from this hole because of the poison is running out of him all the time.
That's right.
You cannot poison a hog.
That's right. Nope. That's right.
You can give him all the lye that and all of the
Right.
stuff to unstop a zinc or whatnot with. You go feed it to the hog, he'll eat all of it and get fat.
That's right.
That's right, eat every bit of it. Wheresoever there's snakes like it used to be, you know what Belial at? It used to be called Snake Island.
That's right.
How'd they get rid of them? They went and got hogs and put them over there in that island. And them hogs, when they got through a rooting, you know how his nose is made and his mouth. That little something of it's just like that. It's like a big lip, something, and it's tough. And he go there and he roots in the ground, looking for snakes and roots, tree roots, certain little small tree roots. He eat them. And a snake, fast as he get to one, he eat him up.
That's right.
He don't have to start at his head to kill him first. Anywhere he catch him at, he eat him up.
That's right.
He eating the snake and a grunting and the snake, he's a twisting and going around and biting the hog all over and they ain't doing nothing. Because that foot got that poison running out all of the time because he's so poisoned that he can eat every rattlesnake that he come across, boa constriction, all of those poison snakes, even to the poisonous one that the wildlife give is called a crater. He's poisoned than a diamondback, they say. Now, a diamondback, he can bite, if he could bite 400 men at one time, he would kill them all instantly. Now, just how poison that crater is, I don't know. So you have to read to find that out. But that hog says, ain't none of them poison. Let me get a hold of it. Tear him up. Eat all of it. Goes down in his intestines and lays there until they have turned over and ready to come out. Now what do we do when we kill the hog? We go and we gut the hog and we get the intestines and we go and wash them out, and you can smell them 6 miles away when they're cleaning them up, and then we take the guts and eat the guts. And there where the snakes has been lying there.
Go ahead, teach me.
Poison, poison, poison. That's what our fathers was fed on.
Right.
Look at how the Arabs come here and buy grocery stores, buy them all, right?
That's right.
He sells you everything you want. Set it right in your neighborhood. Sell you everything. He don't tell you this is not good for you.
Right.
They never did tell you. You saw them when you were small. But today, we know now that we shouldn't eat that kind of a junk.
That's right.
Because it sounds our mental capacities. We're going to read this, and then I'm going to ask a question. Maybe I have time to say a few words or get this one page over with that I have here on He Makes All Things New. I haven't got to it yet. I want to read to you our student enrollment, questions and answers. Question and answers, our student enrollment. This is all we had in the 30s. When we wanted people to come to the temple and become Muslim with us, we only had student enrollment. And before then, all we did, we just went out and talked to people and asked them, will you come to the temple and hear? Now, this is the first question in our student enrollment. It asked, and I'm going to read the answer after this. It asked, who is the original man? Now, we had that before, but a lot of people don't want you to say that you is the original man.
Right.
There are a lot of black Muslims, as I would say black Muslims, so just making a distinction between white folks. There are plenty of them today don't want you to say that you is original.
That's right.
That's right.
I know so. They have told me, say, you're not an original man. You and the white man is the same thing. We all the same thing. There ain't no original man. The original man is dead. Adam is dead, and that's as far as they know.
Right.
And Adam was no original man for true. He was a devil, a white man, because he was the first man that was made by his maker, who was Jacob. Who is the original man? Number 2, who is the colored man? Number 3, what is the population of the original nation of the wilderness of North America, in the wilderness of North America and all over the planet Earth? Now you listen at these. I'm going to read you the answers on the next one. Number 4. What is the population of the colored people in the wilderness of North America and all over the planet Earth? Number 5. What is the area in square miles of the planet Earth? How much is the land? How much is the water? Number 6. What is the exact square miles of useful land that is used every day by the total population of the planet Earth? Number 7. How much of the useful land is used by the original man? Number 8. How much of the useful land is used by the colored man? Now you think that's talking about, if you don't know, you know what I mean. You think the colored and the original man. Well, you don't know, if you don't know who the colored man is, and you don't know who the original man is, but you think that probably the colored man would be you. I'm saying if you don't know it. But I'm going to tell you who he is. Number 9. What is the birth record of said Nation of Islam? Number 10, excuse me. What is the birth record of said others than Islam? Now that's 10. You have 10 questions in this lesson that you should know and should learn. And we're going to study it. We're going to talk about it on Wednesday nights so that people can come out and learn it, and they can go and try it any way you wish. Many people will tell you, say, I heard that before. All right, if you heard it before, why did you drop it?
That's right. Right. Yes, sir.
Right. Number 1, the answer. The original man is the Asiatic man, black man. The original man is the Asiatic black man. The maker, the owner, the cream of the earth, the God of the universe. A lot of people don't want to hear you say that. Even black folks.
Right.
God of the universe. How can a nigga become the God of the universe? No nigga's the God of the universe is right.
That's right. That's right.
Niggas out in the street doing his thing. That's nigga.
Teespring.
The God of the universe is a black man, not a nigga. He's black. Number 2. The colored man, listen now, that number 2 says, who is the colored man, right?
Yes, sir.
Number 2, the colored man is the Caucasian white man. Yakubs, all Yakubs, grafted devil, the skunk of the planet Earth.
Yes, sir.
He is a skunk of the planet Earth.
Yes, sir.
The most stinkingest thing you can find is a white man,
That's
a
right.
white woman. You don't believe it? Take the makeups off
Right.
and you and him go without bathing at the same time. And then when you take a bath, you take your bath with him. We used to take a bath every Saturday night, getting ready for Sunday to go to church. All right, let him go till every Saturday night and take his bath, and you take it with him. Just try it.
You're right.
Try the white woman. Take all of her makeup off of her. You say she pretty. Oh boy, look at it. Look, man. Look, man. Ain't she cute, man? That's something going there. You just looking at it. Now you go and get that same good-looking white woman and go and get that real ugly black woman that you saw. And say, oh, look at that. That's the ugliest thing I ever seen. Go get her and bring them before you. Place them both right together, stand both of them together. And you sit down, you just look at both of them, from one to the other. After you look at them so long, this devil going to get real ugly.
That's right.
And this black woman going to get real pretty.
That's right.
Now, if you is in the house with this black woman, if she ain't taking a bath or nothing, she don't smell too good but a regular body odor, right? Now go and have this white woman in the house there with you, and she ain't cleaning up. What does she smell like? She smells like dog, and so do the man, right?
That's right.
How come he couldn't have a human being odor?
Teach, Spring.
Because he's part dog.
That's right. Yeah, teach them.
That's what you should know. Then when you see that little white gal walking down the street all tipsy and topsy, you wouldn't want her.
That's right.
Now, facts again is this. What do you want to go and marry or get with a white woman when she can just holler? And brother, they will come and get you. That would be one time that you will be guilty of rape.
That's right. That's right, sir.
Because she hollered. You ain't did nothing. You ain't touched her. But she hollered on you. You was guilty of rape. Let a black one holler. They takes that very time, don't they?
That's right.
Maybe you did it, and maybe you didn't. Well, she didn't say this or she didn't say that about him. That's two blacks, black man and a black woman. That white woman gonna win first all the time.
That's right.
Be careful of your duty. The Holy Quran says, be careful of your duty to Allah. You be careful of your duty to yourself.
Yes, sir.
Colored man, this Yaqub, made devil the skunk of the planet Earth. That's what Master Farad called them, the skunk.
Yes, sir.
And when you say devil, he'd give you a 100% mark on your lessons. Right over devil. All of the rest, the 100% is counting for devil. You said devil. See, I'm not here just to teach you Islam is your religion. I'm here to teach you what's on the inside of your religion.
Yes, sir.
Number 3, the population of the original nation in the wilderness of North America is, now at that time, it was 17 million. Now you got double that now, I guess, I don't know, but it's so much near to it, about between 30 and 32 million people. But at that time, he said, the original nation in the wilderness of North America is 17 million. That was at that time. With 2 million Indians, including 2 million Indians, makes it 19,000 million. All over the planet Earth, 4,400,000,000. First you was 5 billion, but since this dog came on scene, he have ate up and made you eat up yourself. He your nation lost 6 billion people.
Right.
Since he's been on the planet 6,000 years, he have killed 1 billion a year of your people. And if you don't unite, he's going to take us all into his people, and that's going to wipe all the black people out in the Western Hemisphere because he outnumber you 4-1.
That's right.
Now what would you do then? Think about after a while, these people outnumber us 4-1, and here he is integrating with us, and he has been integrating in our nation all the time, and he got us all speckled up here now like a leopard. Says it won't take him no time to mess up. Won't be no black people. When you come here, you see calling our people, they look more mulatto-like.
Yeah.
You won't have no black folks, no real good-looking brown sugar around, nothing
That's
like
right.
that.
No. No.
All of them
That's right.
will be mulatto sugar. And then after a few more days, you come back, you're going to find all of them skunks,
That's right.
all white folks. Did not you know that I can take right out of here certain colors of you right in here now and keep on like Yakub did, because I can do it faster than what Yakub did. That was a long time, 600 years. I can do it in 300 or 400 years. Now, and I'd have me a white people. Sure. I have me a white folks out there. Now I can do it this way by you having 2 germs in you. I can work that with that germ and make it be, I can have all of you jet black.
Yes, sir. Do
Won't
that.
see nothing in here but your teeth when you come in.
Yes, sir. Do it that way.
That's the devil, he come along and tell you, says, some people don't know nothing, and that's Elijah's folks down there talking about this Yakub.
They say.
Yeah, but that Yakub was the one that made you devil,
That's right.
That's right.
and he never saw not one. But his rules, regulation, and laws, didn't nobody break them, because every time one break a law, they kill him.
That's right.
You do the same with few of your people here. Every time one break the law, kill him. You have a righteous city out here, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir.
Huh? You don't have to be bothered with cultivating to make them different colors. No, just us keep on joining into the Nation of Islam, getting together, uniting ourselves together. After a while, we say, all right, don't come to Highland Park with that jump.
That's right.
This is our city here now. Don't no white people live here.
Right.
This is our city. Don't bring your whiskey and your crack and your wine and whatnot in here. This is holy now.
That's right.
Because black is something that has not been mixed or tampered with in any form. It's a color that you cannot take another color and make black unless you just get nasty and dirty. Our city.
Right.
Bring them here and I'll prove it to you before I die. I don't know how long I got to live, but anyway, it'll be such a short time till you say that nigga did live, wouldn't you? To see it. I'm saying it like that to let you know it can be done.
That's right.
They know it. They know it. They have asked me
That's right.
about Yakub and about the radio in the head. That's my father-in-law. Before he passed, asked him, says, do you have the radio in your head too? My father-in-law said, yeah. And they were scared to talk to him afterward.
Yes, sir.
Brother and sister. Number 4, what is the population of the colored people in the wilderness of North America and the wilderness of North America? Is 103 million at that time. And at that time, there was about 4 to 1. Of course, you got him a little bit now, because they done kill their babies so much. And then we start killing ours.
Yes, sir.
They took abortions long time ago, white folks did. And they made it possible for you. And now they make it the law for you. You know, doctor wouldn't get his license taken if he give your wife or your girlfriend an abortion now. You get him a license for it. So the thing has got out of hand.
That's right.
Murder is from all 4 corners of the earth by this devil. Now, number 5. No, 103 million. All over the planet Earth is 400 million. Number 5, the square mileage of the earth is 196,940,000 square miles. The land is 57,255,000 square miles. The water is 139,685,000 square miles. Now, many of us never know that before, not until we got in higher schools. Many black people never did know it, but it was given by Master Farad Muhammad to people that didn't know it and was not able to know it. But he set a school up and we taught it to those who had no knowledge of it. Now this is not even starting. I'm not even starting in it, because these have meaning. Now to those that knew this before, which it is very easy to learn, it's very easy to know how much land, how much water, how much, what is the square miles of it, how much is the whole earth in square mileage. Now all of that is easy to know. You can learn that just like that. But the main part about it, if you don't have somebody to tell you, to start it, you'll never know.
That's right.
Number 6. The useful land that is used every day by the total population of the planet Earth is approximately 29 million square miles. Useful land. What do you mean when you say useful land? Useful land is land that you can cultivate and plant a crop there. Useful land. Land that's not desert. Land that you can grow trees on, timber that will produce for yourself. Useful land is approximately 29 million square miles. All over the earth. That's all? Yes, that's all. Because you got deserts, the water, big bodies of waters, small bodies of waters, small desert land that does not produce. That is not a desert place, but it don't produce anything. Producing land, approximately 29 million square miles. Number 7, excuse me. Number 7, the original man used approximately 23 million square miles. The original man used approximately 23 million square miles. Now, how is that? And this original man is you and me.
Right.
Our black peoples of the earth. They use approximately 23 million square miles. How he used so much in there to this useful man than the devil. Now listen, at number 8, the colored man used approximately 6 million square miles of producing land. Well, he don't have too much of this great bodies of waters because you only got a few lakes and all is around Detroit and Chicago. So all of the lakes is in Michigan, right?
Right.
So now, the other part in this country produces a great lot. But the other, when you get out of America, in this portion of the world, they does not produce anything. That's why that they have to send this and send that over to their own people to feed them. It sounds strange to you who don't know, but the reason that it sounds strange because nobody never told you, nobody never taught it to you. Now it sounds just like everyday talk with others that's sitting here and with myself. It don't sound strange to me because I've been knowing this for about 60 years. Now, the colored man, number 8, the colored man used approximately 6 million square miles. Everything is his 6.
Right.
When we begin to study on Wednesday night and talking about it while the weather's warm, because when it gets cold we won't bother with it. When we talk about it, we'll tell you the reason of this 6. Why his 6 in there for him all the way down with colored people, the devil. See, we thought we was colored people.
Right.
No colored man. Colored is something that has been dipped or dyed in a thick old piece of white rag or something and dip it in something and dye it. Make your suit different color, make a shirt different color. You want a green shirt, buy me some green dye and so I can dye this white shirt. Okay, dip it in there. All right, now what is that telling us? It is telling us this, that the white people, when they was made from the black people, they come out from the black people as just like you dip that white piece of garment into the color that you want and bring it out of the dye. It's the color on there. Now when they come out from the black people, there is their color is white. You done brought it out now and it's white. And you can't take this white man and make him black again, not by going by what Yaqub had in his kind of grafting. You got to use a different kind of grafting to dye him back black.
Right.
Master Farad said that by taking Yaqub 600 years to make a white race of people, he could do it in half the time to turn him back because he's all wise. Now he don't have to take them and dip them and dye them back black like he did dipping and dyeing, bringing them through the 12 processes to make them black, rather, to make them white. Excuse me. He don't have to do it. He is so wise and so powerful. If he wanted to, he can change you and me just but like that. Be. And there you is. They said the original man used approximately, we stay at that one. Colored man used 6 million square miles of useful land used every day by them. He used 6 million. Now you got approximately 23 million and approximately 6 million. They're both equaling approximately 29 million square miles of useful land. Now you got a country that is called Africa, and she's approximately 25 million square miles, right?
Okay.
All of this has some meaning to it. We know these other little figures. We knew them, but we are on figures that talking about you, to bring you into a knowledge of self. You know, when a person is thirsty for water, where do you take him? You don't take him and put him in the sunshine. You put him in the shade and try to give him some water, right? So it is with us. So it is with you. Number 9, the sad nation of Islam has no birth record. It has no beginning nor ending. The nation of Islam has no beginning nor ending, but that one do. Number 10, Buddhism is 35,000 years old. Christianity is 551 years old. Now, you know that Christianity is over more than 551 years, right? You know that. Well, why do you say then if it's more than that? Why do you say 551 years old? It is because that one time it was defeated, and when it come back again, it's now 551 years old because she was defeated one time. And the man that defeated Christian religion, Christian nation, his name was Saladin.
Right.
You have probably have read it by now. You can read it now, but in my days, no sir, you didn't read nothing about Islam in my days. No, so I don't care what college or schools you went to. So it was defeated by Saladin. Now it's about 751 years ago, at that time of 1930, when this was happening, when this lesson, what we were studying to know. Now we know, all we got to do now is just keep up with the time. Just keep it a-rolling. If next year it'll be so-and-so and so, next year it'll be so-and-so. So that is what one of the occasions that we want to make it in our journey. Let you to know it. Now this is not all now. Remember, I have not said nothing to you. You understand me?
What's that?
I haven't told you anything. But to you, you might say, well, I do know now that I'm not a colored people. The white folks is the colored folks. Right here, you should learn that. But you have to keep a coming to learn these things. And when you begin to learn them, study the others also. Don't just study one lesson like the JWs do, the Jehovah's Witness, the JWs. They don't read your literature, but they want to sit in your house all day long
Right.
to try to teach you their literature.
That's right.
and wants to sell you theirs, but you don't. They don't want to buy yours. You can't hardly give it to them.
That's true.
That makes what? A dumb fool. Right?
That's right.
Suppose you went to school. Everybody in here went to school one time, right? All right. Now suppose you didn't read but one book when you was in school, and that was your ABC book, your practical primer. Suppose you didn't read nothing but that all the time until you got grown. Today you'd have been a wildcat fool. Am I right? That's right. You don't just have to read a book, the primer, what that my teacher give to my father the name to get a book for me when he went to town, a practical primer, nothing but ABC in it. You didn't have to do that. If you didn't read nothing but your hygiene, if you didn't read nothing but your algebra book, well, you got more than one algebra book. But I'm just saying, well, just read them all algebra books, running algebra. Now, you didn't read nothing else in the mathematics, right? You just read that one. I'm talking about JWs, Jehovah's Witness. They don't read nobody else, so they read their own.
That's right.
Now, you didn't read nothing but just this one book. This one book. You don't know nothing. You wouldn't even know how to divide. And all of that goes into algebra, right? Multiplication, everything that you learn in addition, multiplication, subtractions, and all of that goes into algebra. Now, you didn't read nothing but the algebra book, right? You don't know nothing. Dumb. You don't know what 2 times 2. Can't solve not one of the problems in algebra because you didn't go to the beginning of it. So we goes to the beginning of these things and we are taught it. Not just to stand before you and tell you Allah is God. Let us come together with it. Then when we get up into a higher grade, then I can tell you, say, yes, brother. No God but Allah. You witness with me, say, yeah, I saw that such a lesson.
Yes, sir.
See? That's why the devil called us dumb people. Brothers and sisters, I'm not going to attempt this time. I have to finish it next time whenever I talk. But anyway, we have, this would be the last tape for He Makes All Things New from this book. This would have been the last one, written by Messenger Elijah Muhammad. Our Savior has arrived. This is what I want to finish. I have just a little more. I'm going to finish it next time I'm here. I hope next Sunday, if it be the will of Allah, I'm going to finish it and let all things go, all but it. And then I'm going to start the history of Yaqub, Musa, and Jesus. Bring me young folks like you. When you go back to them and speak what I told you, they can't do nothing with you.
That's right.
No. I'll challenge anybody that said Elijah Muhammad taught false doctrine.
Right.
They won't come. Look at all these seats in here.
Yes, sir.
You put them up here. They was practically new when we put them in here, and we done broke them all down. Children running about in there, whatnot, in the school, and breaking them all up. Now we want to get some more to make a nice looking auditorium in here for you to sit in, and so we can teach each other. See, you know things I don't know. Right? That's true. That is a fact. Scientists come to people that don't know nothing and get work from them to mix in into a loin of his scientists. That's right. You know, black people have been scientists and didn't know nothing. Our people come here and they work hard. Our people have made this country equally rich with England, with cotton bales alone. With cotton bales alone, they made England equally rich. Made this country equally rich with England. Our black people and got no pay for it.
That's right.
How would you like to live 310 years with a whip on your back, making you plow the fields? Here my mother out here pulling a plow, my father pulling a plow, while another one is behind holding the plow in the ground. And here sits over here a blue-eyed dog, a devil, a white man,
Right.
with a whip on his shoulders, bowie knife on his side, and a pistol on his side, and a rifle in his hand,
That's right.
armed to the teeth. And here your poor grandmothers and grandfathers there working, going to the field working from sun to sun. They be there waiting for the sun to rise. And they work until they can't see a stalk of cotton. I read that in the book in your libraries. I don't know if your teachers ever told you anything like that before, but I read them. I didn't only read them, right? I didn't only read it. I heard my grandmother say it. My father said it. My father said it. That he had to go to the field plenty of times while it was dark, yet dark, just bright enough to see how to get up there and get the mule and the plow into the field. My father. You think we've been free a long time? 100 years ain't nothing. Look how it's passing away. And here we sitting here still looking up at white folks saying they'll take care of us. If I get out of a job, I'm going to draw conversation. And if that ain't it, I'm going to the welfare and they're going to give me something to eat. They're going to pay my rent. Now where's your job? You going to live on welfare all the time? Look all up and down the street here. Build your house.
Yes, sir.
Come here and we pool our pennies together and we build us a house. And we won't let nobody coming in there tearing it down after we build it.
That's right.
That's what we young folks should do today. Get up, young man. Bring them here. Bring all of your young men here so that we can join together and build up a city of our own. We in one. This one.
That's right.
She broke. She been broke for a long time. Think about it. They still working 4 days. Highland Park. Right?
That's right.
Working 4 days still. Been doing that ever since I've been here.
Right.
Now what we gonna do? As soon as Sister Scott said that this is it, I can't do no more. The next mayor come in and say, I can't do no more. What you gonna do? Well, I moved down to Detroit. For what? Coleman the same way.
That's right.
Well, I'll leave the city. For what? The white man is in that other city doing the same thing as this white man in this city is doing. That's why they couldn't go from Georgia to Tennessee. The same slave master was in Georgia, was in Tennessee.
That's right. Teachers bring it.
Then our peoples, after they said they was free, they come to the northerns. Some went deeper in the south. Most of them came north, seeking a better way out. You heard of that.
Right.
Well, I'm here to tell you today that the same thing is on you now.
That's right.
And if we don't unite together, where in the devil we going to go? I went where I was born at. Right on the road where I was born at, Blackshaw Road in Georgia, Cordele, Georgia. I went there. And when I looked at the road, and those roads, how it was when I was a little boy, left that, they are cemented roads today. Cement. Beautiful Blackshaw Road. Beautiful. Used to be, the highway was called the National Highway. She's 75 now. Beautifully laid. Where we used to go to the train station, ain't no train station there. Where the farm used to be, ain't nobody farming there now. All rattlesnakes out and around there. Brothers and sisters. Now, where did those people go to? They left cotton places where to pick cotton, and the country needs cotton. It makes your garments. It does a whole lot. Doctors can't work without cotton. And what are we doing? We walking around saying we're going to be all right after a while. Don't say it after a while. Say now.
Yes, sir.
We're going to be all right now, brother and sister.
Yes, sir.
Young men, the book tells us about how it wants young men. I was talking with the messenger before he passed. I says, brother, I said, you got a lot of young men I see now. He said, yeah, brother, if I can keep them. If they all would come to me, we'll be here in heaven overnight, because they got strong. They're strong. They can do if they just only obey and do what they are supposed to do. They can set themselves in heaven overnight. Well, I saw it was true because of what I did in working for 3 years in the Nation of Islam. I didn't get nothing. No, I didn't get nothing. And when I come to the Nation of Islam, I came with a pair of shoes with a cardboard in the bottom of it. I had one blue shirt, work shirt, one blue work shirt. I washed it, I starched the collar of it, and ironed it, and it looked good. After a while, a man in the alley, I say in the alley, he was pushing a junk cart in the alley. Some white woman, he said, give him about 10 white shirts, and they was brand new. And he distributed them among the brothers that was doing work in the Nation of Islam. He gave me 2. And he gave another brother 2 until he had given away them 10 shirts. Well, he had some because he was always getting them around, you know. So he said he was going to give those to us. One pick out his size. Size, nothing. Just we done, got it. We're going to wear it anyhow. Make it fit. Make it fit. Yes. I had not one suit. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, just for the next few minutes. I usually go to 4. It's not even a quarter to 4 yet by my time. I didn't have shoes. I didn't have a suit. My brother Kalat gave me a suit. He was working at Ford, but he had got laid off because of the hard depression. He gave me a suit. And I wore it out. I wore it out. And after I had wore it out, then another brother was in the temple. He let me wear his. So he had 2. And I wore one of them. Then, now I couldn't get a job. I'm working in the temple. There wasn't no job, no way. Nowhere, brother. Because we would find a job if it was out there. So, Master Farad sent for me and my brother Kalat. We went. I dressed up, having on another man's suit. Got on another man's shirt. I even got on another man's underwear. I'm telling you the truth. I had nothing but a tie on that was mine. Because I had bought plenty of ties at the dime store. That was mine. Went before, and when we got to Master Farad, a brother sent by me in Kalat 2 pair long johns. Sent them to Master Farad. Brand new ones. Look good. Now I ain't got, the one I got on ain't mine. I got to wash them out and iron them up and glue them up and give them back to the man they belong to when I come back home. And Master Farad never did take 2 things from a person for himself. If you give him 2 handkerchiefs, one was his and one was somebody else. That's the way he was. So when we opened the package there, he had other packages laying there. When they opened the underwears, he says, John, here's a pair you take, underwear. Now, I ain't got none. I said, you keep them. He looked at me real strange. He said, here, you take them. I said, they might be too small for me. He said, they'll fit you. Take them. They're yours. And we're talking to somebody else. He know right then the ones I got on, the ones you got on, John, ain't yours. What you want me to have them for? I took them, brother. Got back home. It was cold, too. It wasn't no summertime. It was cold. It was cold, and we was driving on a 2-way highway like that. All the way. It took us 8 hours, plenty of time to make it to Chicago in weather like this. Because the car's speed wasn't like it is today. That's why you get 50 miles, 60 miles an hour in a car back then. Well, you had a fast car. Yes, sir. Come back home, brother. I kissed them underwear. I patted on them. I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now that was a blessing for me.
That's right.
He blessed me. Other people that would have something that they could give, they would come by and drop off Poe John a little something. So that I had me a suit. Messenger bought me a suit. I was standing up there in the secretary. He looked over there. I was standing on the door just about like that. You know where you come up the steps, Johnny? On Hastings. I was standing over there by the step. And this brother, he couldn't go to school for the little job that he had. And I was teaching school. And he was very sweet to me in what he give. I mean sweet in what he give. I mean things that you do. No, you understand me. He would give to me, and he would do most things that I would ask him to do. He would stay up late at night, every Monday night, and I dismissed my teacher's class about 1 or 2 o'clock at night, and he would take every one of them home in his car. He had a Hupmobile. You remember the Hupmobile?
Yes, sir.
He had one. It was a good one too, and I would drive it, and he would take the teachers home for me. He said, John, he said, whatever you want me to do, his name was John too. He said, whatever you want me to do, I will do it for you. He says, don't be afraid. I don't mind one night out of the week losing rest. He did it. And Allah blessed John Majid. He blessed him good. And just for what he was doing for me and for the nation of Islam. That's why I say you can rise if you submit yourself entirely to Allah and do good to others. You will rise from where you at, brothers and sisters. Oh, yes, you will. Yes, sir. So I spoke one day while we were riding. I said, you know what, John? I said, I need me a watch for the school. I said, sometimes I go over time. I said, somebody have to tell me when to change my class and whatnot. He said, okay, Brother John. I said, wait till I get paid off on the weekend. He brought me a gold watch and chain. Yes, sir. A pocket watch, and gave it to me. I began to come forward a little more, and I could study. I wasn't worrying too much about myself, of not having. And Allah brought me on until this day. I have no worry about John. What worries John today is you.
That's right.
That's right. You worry me today. Allah bless me by keeping in with the nation of Islam. Allah bless me with it. We got some brothers sitting here now.
That's right.
When they come, didn't have nothing.
That's right.
I got a brother here and plenty of others that is not here. That when they come to me in the temple of Islam, they didn't have nothing. They were just like I was. They didn't have changing underwear.
That's right.
Just like me. Why do they be blessed when they come here? It is because that Allah told me. He says, John, I am with you. That's what he says. You don't have to go and fall. As the book tells us, says, if you fall in the mud, don't wallow in it.
That's right.
That's what the book says. If you fall, don't wallow in it. You can clean yourself up good and stand before the people. You can stand before the world and teach Islam. And the world will bow to you.
That's true.
You can take Islam and teach it, and you can get pots and buckets and tubs full of gold, bushel baskets full of gold, if you teach it. You can teach it in your way, and you'll get money. But brother, don't do that.
That's right.
Don't do that. Because, you know, when a person go way up in the tree, when he fall down, he's just liking to break something. Right? As those songs say, the bigger you is, the harder you fall. The higher you go up, the harder you hit the ground. And that's true. This is nothing to play with. I'm going to tell you that. There's a few seconds here. I got a couple more seconds. Don't play with it. This is not to be played with.
That's right.
Just that ease of it saying freedom, justice, and equality, Islam will burn you as though if you was not never in the nation of Islam. It will burn you. It will make you walk backwards and you think you are walking forward because of the evil and the disactions against your own people that you have done.
That's right.
If you can't do good to others, leave this alone. If you want this here, and then you going to tell somebody, says, yeah, I am Allah. I am the Son of Man. I am the one to come to you. You better leave this alone.
That's right.
You go over there to do that.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Because in this religion, you submit yourself entirely to Allah.
That's right.
As the Holy Quran says, when it was said to Abraham, submit yourself, Abraham said, I submit myself to the Lord of the worlds.
Yeah.
That's what it said. In the same book, Bible and Quran tells you, said that Jacob called his sons before he died. He said to them, what will you serve after me? And they said, we will serve the God of your fathers, the one God. We serve him. This is not to be played with. If you don't want it, don't bother with it. Leave it alone. Just as it is going to burn the devil's white peoples up, it is going to burn those up that is with white folks.
That's right.
You is getting the greatest warning today. Since you know you can't beat it, join it.
That's right. Yes, sir.
I'm going to leave that part alone because my 4 o'clock is just about at hand. Because I can talk to you with this, just this alone, for the next 6 months. And then tell you, says, I wish I had have told you such and such a thing. Same as that over there, but this time is so short.
That's right.
That time ended in 1914. It's up to you now.
That's right.
When we dismiss, I want every one of you that is not registered with us to get with us.
Yes, sir.
So that you can help us and yourself to build for self like Messenger taught you. We have it, haven't? Don't we have it? Don't he? Didn't he say, build for self,
Yes, sir.
do for self?
That's right.
But then what is we here for?
That's right.
What are we here for? We ain't going to build for self, and our leaders told us to build for self. Why don't we go ahead and do it?
That's right.
Like Brother Vesta, excuse me, I didn't do it in the beginning. I talked with him last night. I called him to thank him for what he had done for us
Yes, sir.
in our papers. Allah has blessed us so that we can have a paper. That if you ain't doing nothing, come here and take the paper and sell them. And every time you sell one paper, you get a quarter for that. Paper costs $1. We would give you about half of it if we didn't have to pay this dog out here to do them for us.
That's right.
Not only that, I run into something other that if they don't come in, I will have to hang a sign out and ask for help to do this work, because I'm not going to turn down these good offers. I ain't going to do that. No.
Right.
I look at the people up and down Hamilton here every day, walking and standing around, get enough money to buy them a bottle or something that I don't know, when they could have a nice, good job, all cleaned up, nice seal clothes on, nice shoes, all cleaned up. Come and get with me so I can help you to do and set yourself in heaven. Tell your families to come.
That's right.
They can't condemn me. Nobody can condemn what I'm teaching.
That's right.
If you don't want to get with us today, go home and sit down and think it over. And come back next Sunday and say, well, I'm going back and hear some more that fool got to say. Join to your own kind. Black people. Bring everybody that's black.
That's right.
I don't want a white man in here, or a white woman, due to the facts if they come here to get in. He got to stop at the door. There's not but one man that can come in, that is a white man. And he's got to show his authorities of the law when he hits the door. We don't fight him to keep him out, because we have to fight all of the rest of his officers. We wouldn't do that. We let him come in because I have nothing here to hide.
That's right.
If I preach it in the jailhouse, preach it in the penitentiary, I preached it everywhere I went. I have preached Islam in a horse stall, what's the name? Inkster. That's right, in Inkster, Michigan there. When the messenger told me, he said, try your hand again, John. I went to Inkster, and I told it, the horse was down here, and I was up there where to put the hay. I made 2 converts that Sunday. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to ask you to join. No. I'm saying to you, get on to your own kind. If you don't want to do so, that's up to you. Now you'll see a brother out there at a table, or he might come in here with a basket, and you can ask him for a little card to sign, and that you want to come into the Nation of Islam. You want to reclaim your own title. You want to be sitting on the shelf beside all of your other brothers. I don't mean just in Detroit.
That's right.
I am known from the holy city Mecca to the holy city Mecca.
That's right.
That's right. That's true. I am known all over the earth.
That's right.
You just don't know me.
That's right.
Dead on the nose, mine got 4 o'clock, but I got it. This brother, Brother Vesta said that with our paper in L.A. has done a great job.
Yes, sir.
Many people in California wants to see my face personally.
Yes, sir. That's right.
They will.
That's right.
I'm your last one. They will.
That's right.
Nobody else coming to ask you what I'm saying.
That's right.
Oh yeah, Minister Silas Muhammad in Atlanta, Georgia, and Brother Vesta in L.A. and my nephew in New Jersey. They all send the greetings of Assalamu alaikum to you.
Alaykum salam.
Thank you, sir. And the sister in Yonkers, New York, she sent the greetings of Assalamu alaikum to everybody too.
Alaykum salam.
Her name is Sister Mariam Salina Shabazz. I named her before she left here and went to Alabama, and from Alabama to Yonkers, New York. I give her the name. I name you. Nobody gonna buy you.
That's right.
I have a question here that a brother asked me, which is short answer. Did we, the black people, have anything to do with dinosaurs? Did we, the black people, have anything to do with dinosaurs? That's an animal. You know what those are, don't you? That's those great big animals that was here in the Western Hemisphere before that anybody ever came by. This place was ice age. It was ice all over the Western Hemisphere one time. The dinosaurs, they was great big animals, and they lived in the West and in the East too, but not as many in the East as they were in the West. And when the ice age gave up, the dinosaurs went, because they couldn't live out here in this place. They were great big animals weighing 15 and 20 tons. You know, as long as from here to that door back there. Great big animals. No, brother, we did not have anything to do with them. The messenger asked Master Farad, was we before the animals, and he said to the messenger, we have always had animals on the earth. That was something that the master would hardly do, is answer some things that it wouldn't do you any good right then, you know. He'd tell you the things that is coming about, not something other like animals. We always had animals on the earth. And when you go short of animals from the jungle, including Africa, because that's the only place that has the greatest jungle on earth. So that dinosaurs and all of the animals, when they go short of them, another animal would take their place. So the dinosaurs is no more, and you don't need that animal anymore because there's too many people now is on the earth, and they would eat up all the people if they was here now. And so Allah had that. He made them. He made them, and by Allah being black and the black nation, why, then we did have that to do with him, but not us here in America. That was his doing. But since our Father was God, then that make us the children of God. Yes, they were here, but we didn't have anything to do with dinosaurs. No, brother, if you had seen a dinosaur someplace, you wouldn't have had nothing to do with him either. Too big. He's too big. So you can read that in different wildlife books. You can read that in wildlife, different books. Some of them don't. Some wildlife doesn't have it in it, but you can seek for it in the library, wildlife with dinosaurs, and you find practically anything you want about dinosaurs. The devil have it because when the ice age was over with, then here comes men through here, like Marcus Vespucius, coming through this part of the Western world. And they discovered different things, the bones of these animals. They discovered them, and some people in museums, they have taken the things and put together, and some have the bones that they have put together that they find of different animals until they have found the complete of that animal. But no, we don't have nothing to do with them. Now we didn't have anything to do with them then because we was in Africa. We was in Africa then, and our people had great power there. We didn't care nothing about Pol Pot. This is the Pol Pot. That's why we drive the devil out of the root of civilization into the hills of West Asia, which is known as Europe. So I thank you, brothers and sisters, for your waiting. You're tired, and I ain't got started. So I'm going to let you go home, and as we used to say when we on Hastings Street, go home and strip them down. That means eating, but we got something for you to eat right back there too.
That's right.
All praises to Allah. I'm glad to see you. Wish that you will stay here. Oh, now the next time when I start the history, I don't want to take over 2 days, given the history of Yaqub, Musa, and Jesus. I don't want to take over 2 days. I wish that the people could be here for 1 day, for 6 hours, so I can complete it in 1 day.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Did you learn anything from what I have told you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. You may be seated.
Thank you. You did it again.